Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York on June 14, 1946. He was born into wealth. His father, Fred Trump, was already a successful real estate developer. Donald attended the New York Military Academy, a strict private school. He then went on to Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, graduating with a degree in economics in 1968. Trump joined his father's company, the Trump Organization, after college. He quickly made his mark. He focused on Manhattan real estate. Trump secured loans and navigated the city's complex political and social landscape. One of his early successes was the renovation of the Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt. This deal solidified his reputation as a shrewd businessman. Trump's ambition knew no bounds. He continued to pursue ever larger and more audacious projects. In 1983, he completed Trump Tower, a gleaming skyscraper on Fifth Avenue. The building became a symbol of his success and his personal brand. Trump Tower housed his business headquarters, his lavish penthouse apartment, and a mix of high-end retail and residential space. Trump's real estate ventures extended beyond New York City. He acquired hotels and casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. He purchased the Eastern Airlines shuttle and renamed it the Trump Shuttle. He even slapped his name on a board game, Trump the Game. Trump reveled in the spotlight. He cultivated an image as a larger-than-life figure, a master deal maker, and a symbol of American success. As Trump's real estate empire grew, so too did his public profile. He craved attention. He became a fixture in New York City's tabloid newspapers. Trump relished the gossip, the speculation, and even the negative press. He understood that all publicity was good publicity. It kept his name in the headlines and fueled his growing celebrity. In 1987, Trump published his first book. The book, ghostwritten by Tony Schwartz, became a bestseller. It cemented Trump's image as a self-made businessman, outlined Trump's negotiating tactics. It offered readers a glimpse into his world of high-stakes deals and extravagant living. Trump's foray into television began in the 1990s with guest appearances on talk shows and in cameos in movies. He hosted twice, once in 2004 and again in 2015. These appearances showcased his willingness to poke fun at himself. They also revealed his natural showmanship. In 2004, Trump's celebrity reached new heights with the premiere of the reality television show. The show, which aired on NBC, featured contestants competing for a job at the Trump Organization. Trump served as the host and executive producer. He became known for his catchphrase, "You're fired," was a ratings success. It made Trump a household name and introduced him to a wider audience. Donald Trump's entry into the 2016 presidential race was initially met with skepticism. Many political pundits and seasoned observers dismissed his candidacy as a publicity stunt. They believed he had no real chance of winning. Trump, however, had a different plan. He tapped into a deep vein of anger and resentment among a segment of the American electorate. Trump's campaign was unconventional from the start. He eschewed traditional political correctness. He made outrageous statements. He launched personal attacks on his opponents. He used Twitter to bypass the media and communicate directly with voters. His rallies were raucous affairs, filled with fervent supporters drawn to his message of economic nationalism, immigration restriction, and promises to make America great again. Trump's message resonated with white working-class voters who felt left behind by globalization and cultural changes. He appealed to their anxieties about economic insecurity and their fears about terrorism and crime. Trump promised to bring back jobs, renegotiate trade deals, and build a wall on the US-Mexico border. He presented himself as a political outsider, a successful businessman who could fix Washington's broken system. Despite facing a crowded field of Republican primary opponents, Trump emerged victorious. He then went on to defeat Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton in the general election, defying polls and predictions. Trump's victory sent shockwaves through the United States and around the world. It marked a turning point in American politics, ushering in an era of populism, polarization, and uncertainty. Donald Trump's presidency was marked by a series of disruptive policies and controversial appointments. He made good on some of his campaign promises. He withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Agreement. He imposed tariffs on goods from China. He appointed two conservative justices to the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh, shifting the balance of the court to the right. Trump's domestic agenda focused on cutting taxes, reducing regulations, and dismantling the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. He signed into law a sweeping tax cut bill that primarily benefited corporations and wealthy individuals. He rolled back environmental regulations. He appointed cabinet members who were often at odds with the missions of the agencies they were tasked with leading. Trump's foreign policy was characterized by his America First approach. He alienated long-standing allies, he cozied up to dictators, he withdrew the United States from the Iran nuclear deal and the Paris Agreement on climate change. He met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in an attempt to negotiate denuclearization, but those talks ultimately stalled. Trump's presidency was also plagued by chaos and turnover. He had the highest cabinet turnover rate of any modern president. He clashed with members of his own party. He fired FBI Director James Comey. He constantly attacked the media, calling them the enemy of the people. Trump's presidency was a tumultuous period in American history, marked by constant controversy and a deeply divided nation. Throughout his presidency, Donald Trump was no stranger to controversy. From his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic to his response to racial justice protests, his actions often sparked intense debate and division. One of the most significant controversies was the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election, which led to the Mueller report. While the report did not conclude that Trump had conspired with Russia, it did not exonerate him either, leading to further political turmoil. In December 2019, Trump was impeached by the House of Representatives on charges of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress related to his dealings with Ukraine. However, the Senate acquitted him in February 2020. Then, in January 2021, following the storming of the US Capitol by his supporters, Trump was impeached for a second time, this time on charges of incitement of insurrection. He became the first US president to be impeached twice, though once again the Senate did not convict him. These controversies and impeachments have left a lasting impact on the political landscape of the United States, shaping both the nation's history and its future. As the results of the 2020 election came in, the nation found itself deeply divided. Despite winning over 74 million votes, Donald Trump lost the presidency to Joe Biden. This loss marked a significant moment in American history, reflecting the intense polarization within the country. Following the election, Trump and his supporters began to allege widespread voter fraud. These claims, though largely unsubstantiated, fueled a wave of doubt and mistrust in the electoral process. Courts across the nation dismissed numerous lawsuits, but the rhetoric persisted, further deepening the divide. On January 6, 2021, the United States Capitol was stormed by a mob of Trump supporters. This unprecedented attack on the heart of American democracy was a direct result of the claims of a stolen election. The events of that day left a lasting scar on the nation and led to Trump's second impeachment. In the aftermath of his presidency, Trump faced multiple legal challenges. From investigations into his business practices to lawsuits stemming from the January 6th insurrection, the legal battles were numerous. Despite these challenges, Trump hinted at a potential run for the 2024 presidential election, keeping his political future in the spotlight. And we all know by now how this worked out, right? Anyhow, that sums it up. So, thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe. A comment would be highly appreciated. It helps to figure out what kind of content you like and want to see in the future. I try to be factual. If you do not like it or think I'm wrong, well, dislike and leave a comment too. No hard feelings about that. People can and should disagree in a civil manner. Got a different view? I'm fine with that. So whether you agree or not, I wish you a great day. Maybe I see you again on my next video, and again, thank you for watching.